350 million people and their unquenchable thirst. 3 distinct faiths and their unparalleled reverence. Hundreds of cities and their indispensable lifeline. Thousands of industries and their relentless abuse. This is the story of love and betrayal. This is the story of Ganga, one of the greatest rivers on earth.
माँ हैं, देवी भी हैं.
Water is amrit, that is nectar.
नदी भनेको हामी जन्मदाखेरि पनि पानी चाहिने, आखिर मृत्यु हुँदाखेरि पानी चाहिने, त्यसै कारण हामीले नदीलाई भगवान भनेर गंगा भनेर मानिराखेका छन्.
I've never seen something of this scale. To see this many people come down and have so much faith all night long when they were coming by, they were.
हमरा गंगा देवी के मानी, गंगा अच्छा, हमें किसी और जानी नहीं.
गंगा मैया मेरी माँ जैसी हैं.
Ganga rises from the glaciers of Gangotri in the Himalayas and travels thousands of kilometers, merging with some of the greatest rivers to eventually flow into the Bay of Bengal. Meandering through the mountainous terrain of Uttarakhand, winding its way through rocky hills, Ganga is the repository of fresh water, the celestial life-giving force, the serene nectar of purity.
गंगा 35 करोड़ लोगों को जीने के लिए, पीने के लिए, उनके नहाने के लिए, पशुओं के लिए, पक्षियों के लिए, इंडस्ट्रियल यूज के लिए ये पानी देती है.
Ganga enchants as she flows by, quietly but purposefully, as the troubles of everyday existence are left to be carried away by her waters. Perched on her banks is the bustling city of Kanpur, the industrial hub of Uttar Pradesh, a buzzing hive of populace, industries and their collective waste.
इस पानी से जो है तो इसको सर पकड़ लिया है, हाथ पैर चर्म रोग सब मतलब कि सब मर्दे हो गए इस पानी के कारण.
पहले तो समझ में नहीं आ रहा था कि किस प्रकार से बीमारी इस तरह की है. फिर ये डॉक्टरों के पास जाने से पता चला कि जो है पानी से ही ये बीमारियां पैदा हो रही हैं.
What people think are mysterious diseases are hardly a mystery. In a city like Kanpur, the reasons are obvious. The vigor and current of the river has been diminished by the industrial effluents and the raw domestic sewage that flow into Ganga from various points across the length and breadth of the city. Every day, about 400 million liters of sewage travels through the 90-inch sewage line and gets dumped directly into the river. On the face of things, Kanpur is India's booming leather-producing center. But beneath this facade lurks the flip side of frenzied industrialization. There are over 400 tanneries in the region, which use heavy amounts of hazardous chemicals like chromium as tanning agents to prevent the hides from decaying. Each tannery is meant to recover the chromium, but most of them flout the essential primary treatment. Under most tanneries, far from the outside world, are secret underground sewers through which the chromium waste and other highly toxic chemicals flow furtively into the river. Only a minute proportion of the industrial effluents travel to the city's water treatment plant, which is a sorry picture of old age and neglect. It was built to handle the waste from 175 tanneries. But with the booming leather trade, more than 400 tanneries have sprung up, and the same old plant that is visibly outdated handles all of them.
सिंचाई का पानी जिसमें कि मल जल को छान लिया जाता है या ऑर्गेनिक कंटेंट को कम कर देते हैं, उस पानी को हम सिंचाई के लिए प्रयोग में ले आते हैं. यहाँ प्रॉब्लम ये है कि इसमें लेड, कैडमियम, क्रोमियम दूर नहीं होते हैं, इसलिए ट्रीटेड वाटर में भी मिले होते हैं. तो जितने इलाके की सिंचाई हो रही है खेतों में, उनके फलों में, फूलों में, सब्जियों में, अनाज के दानों में ये जो है जहरीले तत्व इकट्ठे होते जा रहे हैं.
एक गैया 20 लीटर दूध देता रहा, वहाँ चढ़ते खत्म. ये पानी पिए भाई, इससे गाय फूल जाती, बच्चा छोड़ देती पानी पिए से, कई भैंसी मर चुकी।
यहाँ का पानी ऐसा दूषित है कि खाने पीने से अचानक छाले पड़ जाते हैं। ये हमारा पैर 1 साल से बर्बाद हो रहा है इस पानी के जरिए।
The banks of the river stand witness to accumulated filth of domestic waste, animal carcasses, and industrial sludge, all left to rot in the water of the river, every day, every moment. The surging population of the city that depends on this liquid treasure for its livelihood ignorantly keeps adding to the river's gaping wounds, not knowing that every blow to the river is a strike onto themselves. As she flows down to the plains from the heights above, the meandering paths that cling to the river open to the sacred ghats of Varanasi. The scarlet sun adorns her with hues of gold, lending a heavenly